Hello, I'm Denise. We're going to go ahead and get started in an easy seat. So you can either be seated on your ankles here. Feel free to sit with crossed legs, crossing at the shins. I'd also recommend that you put on your favorite playlist. We have no music on this track, but adding music is always a pleasure of mine. So feel free to get seated in a nice, easy seat here, the center of your mat. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just begin to take a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. You're going to take some shoulder rolls, rolling your shoulders towards the front of the room. Now rotating shoulders towards the back of the room. Go ahead and drop your right ear to the right shoulder, rotating your chin down, left ear to left shoulder, rotating your chin down, taking some half circles here from ear to ear, keeping the rotation towards the front of your body. We'll meet in center. Let's get back to those shoulder rolls, rolling shoulders forward. And shoulders back. I'm going to drop your ear to the right, taking your right hand, gently placing it on the left side of your head for a little tug there. Release that hand back down, dropping your left ear to your left shoulder. Left hand floats up, slight tug on the right side of your head. Release. Go ahead and inhale those arms up. Then you're taking your left wrist into your right hand. Slowly begin to stretch over to the right hand side. Release. Taking your right wrist into your left hand. Slowly begin to lean over to the left hand side. And inhale those arms up. Floating those hands back to the knees. Shift your left hand to the outside of your left knee, left hand to the outside of your right knee. Floating that right hand behind you, placing on the mat. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. Using that left hand against that knee to really get into this stretch. Release. Taking that right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind you on the mat. Left gaze goes over that left shoulder. Rotating towards the front. I'm going to take your right leg out to the side. The bottom of your left foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. Inhaling those arms up. Rotate over to the right, facing your right leg. And begin to hinge at the hips. Bringing your hands maybe to the bottom of your foot. Maybe your forehead reaches your knee. Rotating that left shoulder down. Back is straight here. Try to take out any curve in your back. Begin to walk those hands up the leg. Inhale those arms up. On the exhale, go ahead and place your forearm on the inside of that arm and let your left arm float towards the sky. Gaze, take that gaze up towards the left hand. Floating that left hand back up towards the center. Right hand floats up towards the center. Exhale those arms down. Go ahead and switch legs, bringing your left leg out towards the center, the bottom of your right foot into that left thigh. Inhaling those arms up, rotating that body towards the left leg, and fold. Flatten your back here, rotating that right shoulder in and down. Breathe. Begin to walk your hands back up that leg. Inhaling those arms up. And exhale, planting that forearm on the inside of your left leg. Letting that right arm float up above your right ear. Gaze goes up towards that hand. Breathing into that right side. Release, inhale, arms up. Exhale, floating those hands down to the side. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to meet in the center. Using your elbows, pressing those knees out. Hinging forward at the hips. Release. Inhaling those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe bring it a little bit closer to the ground. Your hands. On your next inhale, begin to rise. Exhale, floating those hands down to meet the knees. Go ahead and cross, bringing that right leg in front, crossing at the shins. Take those shoulder rolls backwards. Rotating those shoulder rolls towards the front. And we'll meet in tabletop. From tabletop, let's go ahead and inhale our chin up, dropping that belly. Exhale, chin to chest, rounded back. Inhale, chin up, dropping your belly. Exhale, chin to chest. Begin to get a little more fluid here in between your cats and cows. Maybe you begin to rotate into some circles. Meet in tabletop. Bringing your toes to touch behind you, spreading those knees wide on the mat. Go ahead and take a seat on your heels and slowly begin to walk your hands out in front of you. Forehead meets the mat, child's pose. Walking your hands back. Bringing those knees to touch. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, slight back bend, cactus those arms. Inhale, arms up. This time, bringing your hands to a prayer. Let's go ahead and cross at the thumbs and begin to hinge forward. Knees are touching, toes are touching behind you, heels are spread wide, and you're seated on your heels. Hinging at the hip. Maybe the pinkies begin to graze the mat. Maybe your forehead is the first thing that touches the mat. When you get into the full expression, let's go ahead and take 5 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and begin to rise. Exhale, bringing those hands out to your side. Begin to walk those hands out to tabletop, tucking at the toes, push up into downward dog. Slight bend in the right knee, bringing that left heel a little bit closer to the mat. Releasing that right knee, slight bend in the left knee, bringing that right heel a little bit closer to the mat. Releasing that left knee. Inhale. Exhale. At the end of your exhale, you're going to walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. From forward fold, flip your hands so that the backs of your hands are on the mat, and slightly begin to shift your feet onto the top of your hands. Your toes should be about where your wrists are. Backs of your hands are on the mat. Just fold forward. Releasing your hands from underneath your feet. Slowly begin to rise one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling those arms up. Exhale, slight bend in the back, cactus. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Grab for opposite elbows, and let's just sway from left to right. Releasing those hands to the mat. Slowly begin to rise one vertebrae at a time. And we'll meet in mountain pose. Bringing those palms to face the center at your side, to face the front at your sides. Thumbs are facing out. Let's start with your left leg grounded and rooted. We're going to bring your right foot either to the side of your ankle, side of your calf, or if you would like, using your hand to help, go ahead and bring it to the inside of your left leg. Returning your hands to prayer center. Close your eyes here in tree. Go ahead and open your eyes. Releasing your knee towards the front. 90-degree angle in the knee and the ankle. Release your hands to the side. And if you would like, feel free to extend your leg straight out towards the front. Heel goes forward. We'll meet here in first expression with knee bent. Release that foot to the ground. Taking tree on the right-hand side. Right foot is planted, rooted in all four sides of the foot. Left heel comes to the ankle, side of the calf, or all the way up to the side of the thigh. Hands meet in prayer center. Go ahead and close your eyes. Opening your eyes, shifting that knee towards the front. 90-degree angle in the left knee and the left ankle. Feel free to release your hands as though you were in mountain. And you can stay here, or you can extend that left leg out in front of you. We'll all meet back with a knee bent. And release that knee. From here, go ahead and inhale those arms up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold to the center. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing the front of your palms to the front of your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go ahead and step back into a plank. And press back into downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Dropping your knees to the mat. Begin to slowly come to a seat. Feet are planted on the ground, arms out in front of you. Begin to lower 1 vertebrae at a time, your back to the mat. From here, we'll extend our left leg out wide, out long, hugging that right knee into the underarm. Taking that right knee in the right hand, begin to shift your right knee outward, opening in the hips here. Making sure that left hip is staying rooted on the mat. Left shoulder is rooted on the mat. Releasing that knee in, give your right knee a hug. Bring that left leg up to meet, hugging both knees in. Releasing that right leg out in front of you to meet the mat. Left leg holding it, hugging it in tight towards the underarm. Releasing your right hand, using your left hand to bring that left knee. Begin to rotate that left leg, that left knee outward. Right shoulder, right hip remain rooted on your mat. Releasing that knee back to the center. Right leg comes up, hugging both knees in. As you begin to let go, releasing the soles of your feet to the top, to the ceiling, Grab for the outside edges of your feet. Happy baby. Rotating, release your right leg straight. Flexing in that foot. A nice stretch there in the hamstring and along that left side body. Bringing that right leg back to a standard happy baby. Let's go ahead and extend that left leg out, flexing in that foot. Remembering to breathe here into any areas where you're feeling tension or tightness. Release. Hugging both knees in. Make this be the biggest hug you received all day. Grab for opposite elbows and take some slight rocks left and right. Begin to release your legs out wide to either corner. Arms release to your sides. Back of your palms are on the mat. Shoulders hang low from your ears. Tongue is released and nice and relaxed, not setting on the roof of your mouth. Savasana. I encourage you to stay in Savasana for as long as time will allow you today based on your own schedule. If you like to be guided out, let's slowly begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Wrist rotations, ankle rotations here. Shift over to your favorite side. We'll meet in fetal pose, using your arm as a pillow. Pushing up to a seat with your eyes closed here. Go ahead and cross one shin in front of the other. Bring your hands to heart to center, prayer position. Let's take 3 deep breaths together to seal our practice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Namaste.